everybody out there in Wrap World. I am Charity Ellison, Double Diamond Distributor with It Works Global.
I am Justin Holden, Diamond Distributor with It Works Global.
And we are here to talk about that crazy wrap thing. So how many people had heard of this crazy wrap thing before the person that brought you here this evening? One, two, couple people had heard about it. What did you guys heard? Just random information, kind of, wow, these things are crazy, look what it does, kind of stuff? Yep. So how many people here have actually tried an It Works body wrap? Okay, so we still got a couple that haven't tried the wrap. Have you guys gotten a chance to wrap yet? What'd you think? It was good. I like that. So that's usually the first question is, have you tried that crazy wrap thing? And I have been doing this, we've been doing this for about a year now. And how we got started trying this crazy wrap thing was my cousin Emily basically text messaged me, emailed me, stalked me, called me, and was like, you got to try these crazy wraps. And I was like, no, I'm in the beauty world. If there was a crazy wrap, I would know about it. And so I refused to try it. I was a no for a long time. And finally she bugged me enough that I was like, oh my goodness gracious, fine, I will try your crazy wraps. And my first two, I had a little bit of success. I have to be honest with you, I didn't really follow the directions very well. I drank wine. So I think I was trying to not make it work just because I couldn't understand what these did, because I'd never seen anything washed dried wrap, so that you guys can see the other cool places you can put this. You're able to cut this and fold this and put this anywhere from the chin down. So the neat thing about it is, let's say you're happy with maybe your stomach area, but you've got, maybe some skin on your sides that you want to have changed, or I wrap a lot of underarms, or maybe under your neck. And we'll show you how to use that there in just a second. First, I'm going to have Karen wrap me up. And I actually did before pictures yesterday because I was going to wrap and then I lost track of time. So I have my before pictures. We always do before and after pictures, and the reason we do that is because our minds have a tendency to forget what we look like. For instance, this picture here, which I will pass around and then Justin will put up on stream, this is a wrap that I didn't think did anything until I put my pictures together here. So let's see if I can find it. So this is one of my wraps there, and I've got other ones as well. So what I'm going to do here is I am just going to simply put my shirt up here to my bra line. Smell that. And I always say that's the smell of getting skinny. Right. So we simply take it out of the package. You can see it unfolds. Smells good, right? Okay, that smell, it's eucalyptus is really what I smell the most of. Yeah. And again, this is just an herbal and botanical wrap, so there's no chemicals or anything in it. And you can see Karen's just going to unfold it, and we're simply going to pop this on me here. I always say, hold it like a pizza. Hold it like a pizza. Pop it on. And it's cold. It's cold. Ready? 1, 2, 3. It's okay. I'm going to put it down a little bit there. Tuck it in. I got tight pants on.
Good thing to know, it doesn't stain your clothing either,
yep.
So that's okay.
Perfect. And the neat thing is, too, that I find that even though I'm only using it in this area, it seems to kind of, work even back here. I had never wrapped, behind here, I used to call them my back boobs. They were a whole nother set. It seemed like even though I wasn't wrapping back there, the wrap being in the front just really made a difference. Yeah, so this here, did you notice that too? Uh-huh. So this is just fab wrap. You can use saran wrap if you want to, if you don't have this. I like the fab wrap. It's a breathable cloth, and I've just found that when I get a chance to wrap with this on, I feel like I can be just a little bit more mobile with it. I have done hair in these. I've gone to the grocery store in these. A friend of mine that bought a body shaper, and then it zips up. She uses that. I have a friend of mine that likes to just put it on, watch a movie, and not move around.
Yeah, if I'm laying in bed just watching a movie, I don't wear it at all.
does not have to be tight. This is not, we're not trying to cinch you in or anything like that. It's actually truly the herbs and botanicals that are on it that are doing the toning, tightening, and firming.
And especially with this stuff, if you do it too tight, it'll actually roll up on you. So a good trick with this is to actually keep it pretty loose.
Yeah.
You want to just kind of, what naturally hits as you turn, just kind of nice and loose. I haven't tried it yet, but I've been wanting to do this. Is stick it on like the paper towel roller, just spin around. See if I can get it out that way. But you just want it loose on there. Same thing. I mean, if you're doing plastic wrap, which is what you use Saran wrap, you do want it just a little bit tighter, just with the Saran, just because it seems to hold better in place. Whenever I put that stuff on, I seem to just shrink right up. So then it gets all weird when it gets loose. So if you do it tight to begin with, it kind of just holds better. So it's really just what works best. If you're using, again, like she said, tight clothing or what do you call that?
Like a body cincher.
Anything like that, just to keep it in place. That's all it's for.
Yep. And I'm gonna actually, Karen, can I use you as a model? Do you mind? So she wrapped me.
Question was,
you had
said that they're $25 a wrap.
Yes.
And is that the wrap? Because in the pictures it shows a front and a back. So is it just like, so if I did the front and the back, it would be $50? Is that correct?
So if you bought them tonight, yes, but we're going to tell you a way that you can actually get them online through a distributor like Freaky for less expensive.
Okay, but is that correct? That if I did front
That-
and back, it would be $50?
That is correct.
Correct.
However, we would never want to wrap more than one body part at a time.
Okay.
So for instance, we'd want to focus mainly on the stomach area, get to where you're happy there, and then move to a different body part, just so your body doesn't get confused as to what's going on. We seem to found that works the best. So, and I'll show you guys too how you can use this. So let's say that Karen decided, hey, I don't want to wrap my stomach tonight. I'd like to work on my outer thighs. So we could either take a wrap and do an entire wrap all the way down, but to maximize money and to maximize being able to use both sides, I say cut it in half. So if you just cut right down the side there, you can actually apply that to the outer or the inner thigh. So I've wrapped my inner thighs and my outer thighs because I've been trying to like be able to stand in the mirror and have like the triangle like to see through my legs. So that's been something I've been working on. You can also do the arms. So one trick is if you cut down the long ways. So let's say that.
But using that under your chin and using your face mask, is that okay?
That's okay because they're actually two different kinds of formulations. So the face wrap is a different formulation from the body wrap. It's going to also be for moisture. It's going to be for tightening and toning. But as we know, the skin on our body is different than the skin on our face. And we're actually going to apply a face wrap to her and I'll let you guys smell it. It even smells totally different. So,
Okay, and my other question is, you
Yeah.
said you would like to focus on one area of the body at a time. But let's say I'm doing the thighs. I don't want just this thigh. Can you do both?
yes, ma'am. And that's why we advise cutting it in half.
Right.
So let's say we were going to cut that in half. And let's say I was going to work on my inner thighs first.
Okay.
So I'm going to cut those in half. I'm going to put half on one side. And then I'm going to put half on the other side.
Yeah.
Same thing with arms and stuff for symmetry. We did have a distributor that actually just did a whole box on one leg and not on the other. And then she took a picture, like this ways down, and it was noticeably different. So I would advise doing both legs. And you've done your
Or
legs.
do one leg just to
Or
see
do
what
one
you
leg
think.
as an
You can always do a
experiment.
bust on the other two after.
Or
so.
do that. Patricia actually has you've done we did your inner thighs too, and that was amazing. Yeah, that was noticeably different immediately.
Unfortunately, I don't have it on my phone. My phone was too overcrowded and I have to put them on my
Life of
computer.
It Works distributor. And the cool thing about these wraps too is everyone's a little bit different. For instance, I am what I call an instant results person, meaning that when I take this off, I'm gonna instantly have a noticeable change. Then there's people like my best friend Lisa. She's what I call a progressive wrapper, which means that she doesn't really have a lot of change in the first 24 hours, but the wrap continues to tone and tighten and firm for a total of 72 hours. So her results just get better day after day after day. You're like a day.
I'm pretty good after and like the next morning, but I don't really seem to see much on the second day or the third day.
And what about you,
On the
Karen? Second day?
Well, mine first wrap, I didn't see a lot of results right away, but I did see them the following 2 or 3 days. But then my second wrap was immediate, and every wrap since then has been immediate.
Immediate.
Yeah.
That's interesting.
Seems like your body gets more used to
Right. Yeah.
Yeah.
Just entire
I know
self.
Frankie's were like instantaneous.
1
You
hour,
guys
man.
actually, yeah, you guys both. We wrapped you in Karen's kitchen.
Yeah.
I remember that.
Yep.
Yeah, and we were just like, I was like, what? What? I was like, no way.
Yep.
So we like to say every body is a little bit different, and that is 100% true. So, and I'm gonna go ahead and put a face wrap.
So why don't you come sit here?
Come over here in the throne, my dear. So this is what the face wrap looks like. It's made out of that same soft non-woven cloth. Again, it's not the wrap that's doing it, it's the stuff that's on the wrap. And again, the face wrap is just herbs and botanicals. So what we're going to do is get our little wrap out here. Yay! And scissors. Got to try the face wrap yet. I'm excited. This is exciting. And they come just like the body wrap. So it's going to be folded. Funny story, the first time I actually went to put on a wrap, I didn't know you were supposed to unfold it. And I was much bigger at the time. And I stuck the wrap on, and I was like, oh, I'm going to need like 100 of these. Justin was like, I think you're supposed to unfold it. I'm like, yeah, I totally knew that. So go ahead and we usually advise if you're going to drink water or anything to make sure you have a straw. So she could have a body wrap and a face wrap on, again, because they're two totally different formulations. Feel good?
The skin on your face is different than the skin on your body, so it's a
Yep, totally different treatment. So that's it. That's how easy it is. And you can just apply these, at home yourself too. You don't have to have somebody apply it. That's it, my dear.
it's a headband before too.
Headband works.
If you keep using the face wrap for a while and then you just you're like, all right, I got the results I want.
She watched it go
Like
on.
later in the future,
I know, I
your
was reading
face,
about my
like
face right
the
now.
bad benefits, like we're talking about the good
Sure.
Is there anything bad coming out?
That would happen from stopping? Absolutely not. It's going to be the same thing as the body wraps, where your results are going to last anywhere from 2 to 6 months. We're biological beings, so we're constantly aging. I mean, we're aging while we're sitting here, so you can't expect.
We take a lot of pride and a lot of care into the ingredients used in all of our products. So if it sits on the shelf too long, these will actually go bad. There's not a lot of things keeping it on the shelf for 3 years. A lot of people don't know olive oil on the shelf is actually bad. So when you get these wraps from distributors, we order them quite regularly. We get a box of wraps each month, so we're getting fresh wraps all the time.
Mm-hmm.
So if you want to get wraps, you're getting them fresh. If you order them from the company, they're made, sent to you. They're not sitting on the shelf for 3 years going bad. So you're always getting top quality products from Airworks and from distributors.
Yep.
So, what year did they start and where are they based out of?
They're based out of Bradenton, Florida. It originally started in Michigan in 2001. So they've been around for a little while. It didn't start to get popular until 2012 when it actually got into the Oscars gift baskets. And then, of course, some of the stars started using it. So it's that whole, like, if a star is using it, then it must be a real thing. So they're just kind of starting to get some momentum going. I believe when we started, there was 40,000 active It Works distributors. There's only 65,000 active It Works distributors right now. So it's slowly starting to get some momentum, and it's starting to get noticed, by more people. So it's starting to pick up pick up that speed
65,000.
globally.
Oh, globally.
Yeah, globally.
Yeah, we're in 14 countries.
Yeah, we're in 14 countries now, so we're just starting to kind of open up into new countries. The most recent was Denmark
Sweden,
and
Norway,
Sweden and Norway.
Germany.
So we're just starting to kind of, get overseas. And right now, the wraps and the facial line is available too, unless they're allergic to something they're allergic to yet. So, but again, yeah, you can view all ingredients, and you can even print them out straight from the website as well. So, so let's talk a little bit about products. Oh yeah, no, please go ahead.
How long does the fragrance stay with you of the wrap?
It seems like even right now, actually, if you want to come over here, I get this question a lot. If I come to you, can you smell? Do I smell strange?
I honestly am not a good person to judge right now. Because
Anybody,
I'm
can
on
you-
sensory overload.
Can you guys smell?
I don't notice. I wrap. I don't
Me-
read people ever.
Yeah, it's a
Yeah, I noticed it for about 10 minutes.
It seems like within a few minutes that goes away. And that's the neat thing too, even with like the facial line, which a lot of times the facial line gets overlooked and it's so amazing. The neat thing about the facial line is it doesn't have a real strong fragrance to it. So guys can use it as well as women. And I don't feel like I'm walking around smelling like, I don't even usually wear perfumes because they're usually too strong for me.
No
So-
perfume smell, no flower smell,
Nothing like that.
nothing. It's
Which is
very
nice.
mild. It's a lot more mild than that.
Yeah.
Should you bathe after you do it, have it on, or should you wait?
We usually advise waiting. So what I'll do is if someone knows they're going to wrap it, like say that evening, is I'll have them shower that morning and then shower the next morning. Just because we want to be able to let it soak in and stay in as long as we can.
Shower.
Like the next day.
Shower before or
You can shower before if you want to. It's not required,
and
but
shower after we use it?
What?
or
I
not?
No.
wrap at night.
The next day.
the
I
next
usually wrap
day.
at night, so I'll hop in the shower before I get in, before I put the wrap on. I'll shower. I'll put the wrap on. I usually go sleep in it, and then I'll just wash my hair the next morning. I'll let it soak in. You can shower the next day though.
And like you say, we can eat before
Mhm.
or we can eat after, or doesn't matter.
Yeah, you can eat. Normally, if we're gonna wrap, I usually say don't eat an hour before. If your body's busy digesting, it's not gonna be busy letting the wrap do its magic. And so I usually say, just try not to eat right before you've wrapped. But like we'll have dinner when I'm done with this, so I'm gonna eat after I take my wrap off in 45 minutes. And I just leave mine on for 45 minutes. I don't seem to notice any difference. I've left them on for an hour. I've left them on for 3 hours. I tried to sleep in one. I got up in the
always
middle of the
get
night
good
and took it off.
results.
But yeah, I seem to get the same benefits, and it just keeps getting better and better. So
I feel like if I have one on at night, I'm not going to do that midnight munching.
at least one item for 3 months in a row. So if you were to purchase something this evening, you were to purchase something in June and then July, that would actually fulfill any sort of commitment. You can mess around, you can get whatever product you want, you don't have to get the same thing, and you can also change the date that you get the product. So let's say next month you're like, well, I got it, tonight, but next month I don't get paid till the 15th. Wonderful. We'll go ahead and just change that. And it's really super simple to do, really, really easy. As a customer, you have your own portal to manage your account, and your distributor will also help you with that as well. So with this loyal customer program comes some added benefits. Besides just being able to purchase something for the same price that us distributors get it for, it's wholesale pricing, it's about 40% off. You also are going to collect points towards free product. For instance, if you were to spend $100, you're going to collect $10 in product credit. If you were to spend $200, you'd collect $20. It's about 10%. After 6 months of purchasing, if you decide that you want to stay with us and you're like, hey, I like everything that's in this line, maybe I want to get vitamins, maybe wraps one month, maybe the next month I want to get something else, you get $50 in free product after 6 months, and you get $150 in free product after a year.
Which we just started
Which we
getting.
just started getting.
Some of our customers who, like my good friend Lauren, she was our first customer. She's still ordering greens. She loves them. So she just got $150 in her account. So she had a total of about 200 perk points. So I get to call her
So
up.
you have $200.
Yeah, I'm like, you got a little shopping spree.
in free product that you can
So
get.
we set her up with, there's like a 3-month supply of greens, so now she's got a big thing of greens that she knows she isn't going to run out for a little while. She's still got perk points that she's saving up. Not sure what she wants to order yet, so we're going to figure out this weekend. But we've had some other customers too. I know Maureen just got a whole facial line So she just bought all of them.
So did
that's,
Tony.
that's what her spree
Yeah.
got her for. So.
Yeah.
So do you have to pay the $50 every 3 months?
You don't. If you agree to purchase one item for 3 months, any item you want, that completely fulfills your commitment. So let's say this month you wanted to get wraps. The next month you wanted to get, say, vitamins, and the next month you wanted to get wraps again. That would completely fulfill any sort of obligation you have to order. The $50 fee is waived. You're never charged it. And then let's say you're like, I'm good for a little bit.
And it gets sent directly to your home. So you don't have to call up Frankie and keep bugging him to get the products. They come right to you. You're getting that money back. And like we said, after 6 months and a year, you get those big shopping sprees, courtesy of It Works, the $50 and $150 too.
Yeah, It Works is really cool about rewarding their customers and making it as easy as they can for you so you don't feel like you get locked in. I know at one point when I was younger, I fell for the DVD of the month club thing. I don't know if anybody's done that. I swear, I spent like $400 on the worst DVDs of all time. It was supposed to be 99 cents. And then I'd get a DVD. I remember getting Mr. Brooks with Kevin Costner. I'm sorry if anyone likes that movie. I didn't. I'm like, I spent $14.99 on this movie. So, it probably is still sitting in the DVD club down there. So with It Works, they're not trying to get you to be roped into anything. There's a lot of different options and ways that you can do it. But being a loyal customer is going to give you the most savings. You want to buy retail? Go for it. But I don't know. For me, I'm a bargain shopper, so I prefer the loyal customer pricing.
I like saving money.
Yep. And additionally, from just the loyal customer program, there's also packs you can get as a loyal customer. They're going to save you a lot of money. So the first pack that we have is what's called the Wrap Pack. And you're going to get a box of wraps. I'll go ahead and pass this around. So all boxes of wraps, whether it be the face wraps or the body wraps, come in a box of 4. So there's 4 wraps in that box. And then you're going to get a little mini tube of what we call defining gel. And defining gel has a lot of the same properties as the wrap. I'll go ahead and pass this around. It's almost empty, but there's a little bit left in there. There's a little mini one you get with that. So it's just a little travel size. It's really nice to be able to take like on the plane or travel, or like Karen's got it in her bag. Yeah, they looked at it, yeah. So that's the defining gel, and as a loyal customer, that's going to run you $69 for that loyal customer wrap pack. Retail, that would run you $150. So even right there, you're saving $46. So it's a pretty good significant savings. Then our next pack is one of our most popular packs. I think I probably sell more of this pack than anything, and that's what's called the skinny pack. And if you look at the bottom of your order forms, you'll actually see I highlighted the packs too, so that you're welcome to follow along with those as well. So with the skinny pack, you're going to get the box of wraps, you're going to get that big bottle of defining gel that I passed around, and you're going to get one of our products called Fat Fighters. And Fat Fighters are super cool. So Fat Fighters are made from a cactus. It's called the Neo Punta cactus. And what it does is it absorbs the oil in the foods you eat, and it helps to block the carbs from turning into sugar. Sugar turns into fat. So what this helps to do is, let's say that you went out and had a bacon double cheeseburger and some fries. Well, there's that old saying, moment on the lips, lifetime on the hips. With the Fat Fighters, I like to think of it as like fighting against that saying. So it's going to help to absorb some of the oils, and it's going to help to block some of the carbs. And we're actually going to set up a little demonstration here for you guys.
Will you drink it?
They're
It's a
little,
pill.
yeah, they're little pills. I'll go ahead and show you here. Yeah, this is pretty cool. So we're going to move this over here, and then Justin's going to move the computer. So I will go ahead and pass these around. You can smell them. Now, the neat thing with the Fat Fighters is it's not going to give you any sort of like sense of urgency. It's not going to give you any cramping. In fact, you will never know that you took these. I've been taking 2 Fat Fighters a day for almost a year now. And all I know is that I've been eating cheesecakes, and I've been eating burgers and pizzas and all sorts of stuff, and I've actually been losing weight. So what I did here is I went ahead and just crushed up 2 Fat Fighters. So just crush those up, show on the camera, 2 crushed up Fat Fighters. And then I have just a little bit of oil here, just a little veggie oil. So we're going to say that we went out and had bacon double cheeseburgers. I'm a cheeseburger person, so it's usually what I pick. And I've got my 2 crushed up Fat Fighters. So what I'm going to do here is I'm going to go ahead and just pour these Fat Fighters in, and you'll get to see the skinny pack. Now, as a retail customer, that would run you $189 for that pack. Or you can choose to do the loyal customer pricing for $112. It's going to save you about $77. I think getting this pack this way basically gets you Fat Fighters. I figured it out for $8. So it's a pretty good deal. Normally they'd be $23 as a loyal customer, so it's pretty good savings. And then our last pack here is what's called the IT pack. And I like to kind of think of this one as like what I call an instantaneous pack. And the reason I call it that is it's kind of everything you need to instantly get started. So you're going to get a box of wraps, so 4 wraps in a box. You're going to get 4 of the face wraps, so you can do the toning and tightening and moisturizing on the face. You're going to get the big bottle of the defining gel. You're going to get a little tube of what's called lip and eye. And I'm actually going to pass this around here. So this stuff here is a moisturizer in a cream gel. And it helps with inflammation. It helps with bags under the eyes. It helps with like purple under the eyes. Helps with crow's feet, fine lines. You can also use it around your mouth. So I'm just going to take everyone's finger
I'm not
here.
gonna do that again.
You're not doing it again?
Did you see what? Did you see before I left when I used that?
No, what happened?
I thought I went to the car and I got in there. I'm like, what the heck's wrong with my eyes? This one here that I put it on, that you had us put it on, it lifted it and it.
And then the
took
other
it-
side was.
The other side was all like
Okay,
this.
Frank,
I'm
I'll
like,
make you a
no,
deal.
I'm not doing
You can
that.
do it on both eyes.
It worked within
It
like
works.
15, 20 minutes. I'm like,
It works.
No way.
So
I just-
everybody tonight before you leave, will balance your eyes out. Did I forget to do that? Okay, that's my bad.
Oh, dude,
Okay,
yeah.
sorry guys.
I was like, no, I ain't doing
So
that.
I'm just gonna put a little
I
bit
noticed it.
down. Now, what this is doing too, this can make your lips look fuller, but it's not because you've put it on your lips. It's actually because you've put it on the skin around your lips. So it's decreased the inflammation of the skin around the lips, which makes your lips look fuller.
Wow.
Does that make sense?
Yeah.
I didn't understand it either until we just went to Green Carpet and Luis, who is our formulator, was explaining it. And it was like, oh, okay. Because I was like, are you supposed to? I was like, I don't really want to put it on my lips. And they're like, no, you put it on the skin around.
Which is why it helps so much with the bags and all the puffiness. Kind of decreases all that inflammation, helps kind of tighten things up.
Well, I know it works.
Frankie's like, my eyes were like, hurt.
It was. It was like, you know, like looking at him like.
They don't call it doesn't work.
I know, that's right. It works.
So that's the lip and eye, and I actually sell a ton of that stuff. It's great because it's in a tiny tube. So that's actually my own personal stash, and I just carry it in my purse around with me. So, you know, it's been a long day. It's the end of the day. Justin's like, hey, let's go grab a bite to eat. I'm like, oh gosh, I look tore up. I just pop a little bit of that on, and I swear within like 45 seconds, it's like, oh my gosh, it looks so much better.
That day, I almost took it from you guys. I almost snaked it away. I was like, darn it, I should have got some more for the other.
You had to get your own, mister. I know. I can't believe I didn't even you guys out. I'm so sorry about that. I usually always even your guests out. So, note to the streamers. And then the last thing you're going to get with that IT pack is what we call greens. And greens are one of our biggest sellers. I know Karen's got a cup full, or did have a cup full. It's almost empty now. And the greens come in 2 different flavors. Justin, do you want to talk a little bit about what the greens do?
Sure. So the greens are 38 superfoods. It's got some probiotics. It's got phytonutrients, enzymes, just really good stuff for your stomach. It helps. It's got magnesium and forgetting the other thing is some potassium. They're alkalizers, so it's really good in alkalizing the body. Our diets and everything tend to be very acidic.
Who drinks coffee? Wine, beer, sweets, treats, lives in a painted house, drives a car? Okay.
Yeah.
I think we've established the whole
Our
room.
lifestyles, our diets are very acidic. There's very few alkaline foods. So what this helps to do is kind of bring that alkalinity back to the body. It also helps to detoxify the system, so your stomach and all that stuff helps pull out the toxins. So it's very good for you. It's very healthy, very nutritional, helps boost your immune system with all of the vitamins and nutrients in it. Again, we grow our own stuff. It's cold dehydrated, so you're not losing any of that nutrition in the drying process, as opposed to if it was done with high heat, you'd lose some of that nutrients whenever you cook your vegetables. Think about that. So it's cold dehydrated. It's blown around at a big windmill, so it's not even done with friction, so there's no heat in the breaking up process as well. And it gets down to a really fine powder, so you can mix this in with water really
Do you
easily.
guys
like
see
she
how I
did.
just kind of dumped that in just a couple quick shakes? And you can put it in water, or you can put it in juice.
Put it in
We
yogurt.
have a DT that
put
puts it in
anything.
yogurt. She loves it in her yogurt. She swears by it.
Yep.
Tea. Just one a day. Now, I have personally drank more than one in a day. There was that crazy flu thing that was going around, and I didn't want to. Sometimes things can taste a little funky. I know when I first tried the greens, it didn't. At the very bottom, I know that I didn't personally like the greens when I first started. It tasted funky to me, and it's because my system was off. Once my system started to get balanced, all of a sudden the greens started to have a very different taste. And I think Patricia actually had that happen to her too. At first she's like, what is this? And then she was like, wait, it doesn't taste the same anymore. I'm like, your system's getting balanced. And so, yeah, please go for it.
Going back to those
Oh, sure, yeah.
How many times can you apply it on like a day?
You know, that's a good question. I don't think there's a limit. I don't think you need to apply it maybe more than twice. Maybe once in the morning and once
Do it
if
before
you're
you go
going
out
out
in the
that
morning.
night.
I get up so early in the morning.
It has like an essence.
Yeah. Very
Always get the
Yeah,
puffiness.
that and maybe a face wrap like once a week would be really good for you as well. I've also heard of people telling me too that they're starting to drink the greens. They aren't as puffy as they were before too. So I don't know. I don't usually have like that puffiness issue, so I can't speak from personal experience. But I've had a couple people tell me that the greens have helped with that as well, just drinking them internally. So that is what's called the IT pack, or as I call it, the instantaneous pack. Does anybody have any questions about the greens? Greens questions?
They have tomato in them.
The greens have tomato in it. So does everybody see what the retail price is on that? Retail price is normally $2.99. Loyal customer price is going to be $1.79. But wait, the teenager that speaks enough. My mom, there's another one. All sorts of fun things in my life. And I just always felt like I just was like going, and like I couldn't take a breath. And what the Confianza does is it helps me to be able to just stop and take a second. I feel like my reaction time from things is better. It's not something that I can really explain. It's something you have to experience for yourself. But for me, that's one of the products that I personally will take for the rest of my life.
I know there's a distributor we were talking online. She uses it instead of like a glass of wine at night. She likes to use a Confianza, kind of like her glass of wine at the end of the night. Kind of mellow out after her day.
Take that edge off.
She uses it a lot for flights because she has a real big issue with
I'm
flying.
not a good flyer.
So a
and we
couple
travel a lot.
Confianza, and she's been able to fly without needing,
I was
heavy
taking the
hitters, so
prescription
it's pretty
stuff. I
amazing.
took 2 the last time we went to the East Coast a year and a half ago. And I did sleep. He could barely get me up and off the plane. So I didn't want to do that to him again, but I had such bad flight anxiety. And we've been flying like all over, and I've been cool, which is a big deal. Not at all. Nope. It just, you can take a breath.
So how often do you have to take it, or do you take it?
I take it as needed. You can take it every day if you wanted to. The neat thing about the It Works supplements is that you can look in your catalog, and everything that's in there, is designed to you could take everything. Let's say that you were going through menopause and you needed the Estro Rhythm. You could take that, the Confianza, the Thermo. You could take everything in this line. There isn't too much of any item. They're really cognizant about that. And the last one I want to bring up, just because it is super popular right now, and that's the hair, skin, and nails. I know Karen has a huge testimony about the hair, skin, and nails. She'll actually pull her picture up here. I'm going to pass this around here. You can smell them. They actually smell really good. I take 2 of those a day. So before It Works, all the women in my family have an issue with receding hairlines, and it's usually right here in a triangle and right here in a triangle. Well, mine had started. And so over the last year and a half, I've been kind of combing it forward. I was wearing my hair longer to hide those spaces. And since doing hair, skin, and nails, those spaces have filled in for me. I have 100 pictures that are just like that. Amazing. It's doing amazing things for hair growth, nail strength. Athena's skin looks amazing. Like, it already slowing down the process of graying hair, wrinkles. Basically, it slows down the aging process.
It's really good for anyone who you know may have hair, skin, or nails. If you know anyone.
Throw that out there. I don't know if anybody knows anybody that's got hair, skin, or nails. Maybe all of them.
Yeah, it's helped up. I have really bad back acne. It really helps to actually clear up a lot of my acne. I hadn't really thought about taking much for my hair because I still have some of that. But looking at my dad, I'm going to start thinning soon. So I'm kind of glad to be taking it. We'll kind of see if I can outlast my dad. But I'll tell you in 20 years how my before and afters go for him. So I'm glad to be working on my hair. My nails are better. They're definitely a lot better than they were. But definitely my skin. I've noticed a lot in my skin, personally.
For sure.
So if it clears up acne, does it counteract with the, you said it slows down the growth process, if you will, but does that counteract the wraps where they help to clear acne scars away?
So what the hair, skin, and nails is doing is, think of your body as being Swiss cheese, and you've got all these different holes in it. What the hair, skin, and nails is doing is it's helping to fill those holes and helping to provide you with the nutrients that your body needs in order for you to have healthy hair, skin, or nails. You know how some people have really big pores, some people have small pores, some people have coarse hair, some people have thin hair. If you have super coarse hair or lots of hair, like this lovely lady over here, it's not going to turn her into a hairy mammoth. It's not going to increase that. What it's going to do is fix the things that are broken. So for me, I don't have, it's not like the rest of my hair feels crazy thick, but those spaces that were empty are filling in. I have incredibly brittle nails. It's helped with that. But it's not like they're overabundantly growing. It's just fixing what's broken. And no, they definitely don't counteract each other.
It's like the hair, skin, and nails works from the inside out, and the facial outside.
I think, you know what? That is an awesome point because that's how I think about the greens and the wraps. Like a sandwich effect.
Yeah.
You are my favorite right now. That's awesome.
It's about
That's
time.
right. Oh, Karen, I love you. That's such a good analogy, though. That's super true. I love that. So we've, like I said, there's a bunch of other awesome products, and I'm more than welcome to sit with anybody that would like to talk about any ailments or anything they have. We've been doing this line for a long time, so I'm totally cool with catalogs. You're also going to get a website so that people can go on and order stuff through your website to become customers or distributors.
And it's pre-generated. You don't have to know anything about websites. It's already, all the work's done for you.
Which is awesome because I'm not even allowed to touch a phone because I break electronics. I'm terrible with them. So it's all pre-generated for you, and it's only $99 to get in. The other great thing about this is that you're going to get a box of wraps with that kit. So if there's 4 wraps in a box and wraps sell for $25, how much money would you make?
$100.
$100. How convenient. That is the price of the kit. It Works is a debt-free company, and they practice what they preach. They want to make this set up in a way that this never costs you $1 to run. And I can say on my Girl Scout, Troop 1142 from back in the day, this business has never cost me $1 to run. Every month I get a couple boxes of wraps. I put those wraps on human bodies. I make money, and I pay to get more wraps. While I'm doing that, I'm also collecting customers. When you first sign up, there's a way for you to get some extra goodies. There's some booster packs you can get. There's a large party booster pack, which is going to make you about $500 in extra cash. There's a mini booster, which you can only get at sign up, and that's only going to run you an additional $149. That's going to make you $300. It's going to give you some wraps, some greens, some gel, some fat fighters. The bigger one's going to get you lip and eye, some greens on the go, some additional boxes. If this had been my launch party and all of you had been my guest, I would have already sold out of that original.
We were really struggling. So I was really considering starting up a website design company because that's what I had done, for years and kind of studied and never really done. So I was ready to kind of take a leap and try something on my own. And I was looking at the computer costs, so $2,000 to $3,000 in computer stuff. Software for computers and websites is another couple grand. Advertising, a place to do business out of. I was looking at 10, 20 grand, looking to get a loan and put myself into debt and some serious investment. This is $99.
Right.
And so we decided to take this as our first chance. Let's do this. This is a cheaper option. Let's start there. And it worked out. And it worked out incredibly fast for us. In our first couple months, we were successful, and I didn't have to worry about doing the website thing. So.
Yep. So, oops, are you okay, Sunshine? Oops. She bounces. So when you sign up to, you're going to get your goodies. We want you to, have a party, get some wraps and some friends, and you're going to get some customers out of that. So every time you as a distributor get 2 loyal customers, so let's say that I became a distributor and Justin and Karen became my first 2 loyal customers, I'm going to be able to purchase a box of wraps for $25. Every time you get 2 customers, you purchase a box of wraps for $25. You sell that box for $100, you make $75 in profit on each box.
So it's a way to basically double your profits in wrap sales.
Mm-hmm.
And you can do a box of body or a box of face. You're not limited to just buying one of the other.
Free shipping on those wraps.
And free shipping on those wraps, which is amazing.
And they come in like a day. They come
really fast. Yeah, I love Wrap Rewards. If you can get 4 loyal customers in your first 30 days, which could be 1, 2, 3, 4, I did that. You get 2 boxes of wraps for free. Sell those 2 boxes of wraps, make $200. Plus, you've gotten those Wrap Rewards, so you've made close to $400 already in profit just from doing that, and that's just in your first month. After that, distributors are going to organically start to come to you. Either it's going to be a friend on Facebook, or it's going to be your sister, or it's going to be your best friend that you invite over for dinner and you never actually had dinner, but you told her you wanted her to sign up to be in this business with you, which is what I did to Lisa. So Lisa's like, I'm still waiting for that dinner. But if you can get 4 loyal customers and 3 distributors that each get 4 loyal customers, the company's going to guarantee you that you're going to make an income of $500. Distributors just organically come. It's just the way that it works. So let's break down a little bit.
All the guys I worked with.
Yeah, that was crazy. I know, it's so funny.
Right?
It's because I was.
I have to go.
Oh,
okay.
sure, please. Thank you so
I'm
much.
Frankie's launch party.
Yay!
Right?
Awesome.
Are you gonna have one?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Awesome. I'm excited. Thank you so much. It was so nice to meet you.
Great job.
Oh, thanks.
You guys are a great team.
Awesome.
Thank you.
Thank you
It's
for
nice to
coming.
meet you. So let's talk a little bit about the average income chart real quick, just so you guys can see what the average income is. So starting out as a distributor, oh sure, you're gonna make about $752 extra a year. Moving to executive, it's an average of a little over $3,000 extra a year. Ruby, who's a Ruby? You're really close to Ruby. You're close to Ruby. Ruby's an extra about $5,600 a year, and that's not including the money you're making in wrap sales. That's just in commissions. Moving up from that, Emerald's an average of $10,213. I don't think we have any Emeralds here tonight. If Lisa was here, she'd be our Emerald. Diamond, which is where Justin is, that's an average of about $23,000 extra a year. So not bad.
That's a career. I mean, that's
a career.
That's a good job right there.
And right now, this is the very last month, they actually extended it. So this is the very
Twice.
last month to sign up. If you sign up to distribute this month and you can get to Diamond, it would be by the end of August, I think it is now.
June, July, August. For first full 3 calendar months.
Then you're going to earn a $10,000 bonus. And I earned that last year. Justin earned that, close to that. And that's an average of about $104,000 a year. I have been doing this for 12 months. I just want to point that out. So it's not like I've been doing this for years and years and years. But some people, it does take a few years to get to triple diamond. If it took you 3 years to get to triple diamond and you could make $100,000 a year, would you do it?
Yeah, I was almost 3 years at my last job as a certified electrician, and I was nowhere near even double. So.
Yep. Presidential Diamond, Crystal LaCrone, our Presidential Diamond, her and I are super good friends. Average income of $193,000 a year. That's what she makes. That's amazing. That's insane. And then the Duns are some ambassador diamonds that we know. That's an average of $585,000 a year. They've been doing this for about 3.5 years.
And they're actually both millionaires a year. So that's husband and wife, each making individually over $1 million a year.
Yep. And they're super nice people, too, which is awesome.
Yep. So that's what I like about this, too. There's no cap on what you can make. It's all about what you put into it.
Yep.
I've worked really hard for some people, and I made $10 an hour. There was no getting over that. I don't think I ever got a bonus. I got one Christmas bonus, I think, once, just because the company did really well that year. So I got a $100 bonus. I get about 4 of those a month now. They're called the Fast Start bonus. We get them all the time in this business for working hard. If you put that kind of effort that you've done for other people into yourself, you can do a lot with this company. It's just starting to blow up. Now is the time. It's been growing like crazy. It was a $450 million company last year, and we're really trying to push to be a $1 billion brand this year. So this is kind of when it's going to get into everyone's.
Try to make, I'm making cash daily or weekly. We're making commissions. We're making bonuses. When I first signed up to do this, my cousin Emily said to me on the phone, "This company will retire you." And I laughed. And I was like, "Your little wrap scheme is never going to retire me." And the day I retired, I had to call Emily, and I was like, "Okay, so I'm eating crow really bad right now because I'm retiring." And of course, she didn't rub it in. She was just happy for me. She cried more on the phone than I did. So, I cry a lot in this business because it's awesome and it's amazing and it's completely changed our lives. And we went from having about $3 in our bank account to retiring.
Yeah, we took out of our rent to pay for this kit.
Yeah, rent
which
and
I'm not
health
necessarily saying
insurance.
anyone should do.
No,
So.
don't do that unless you want to.
Yep.
But-
We increased all the wraps and paid our rent, and then we did really well. So.
Yeah, I was sick and tired of being sick and tired. So, but you know what? If distributing's not right for you, then it's not right for you. And being a loyal customer is just as awesome. So, any questions, you guys? Now that was a little bit longer than usual, but we had lots of questions, so that's good. As we say in the business, then that's a wrap. Justin, I'll let you finish up.
Yes, follow us on Facebook if you want to connect with us there. Just search for Tone Titan Firm with Charity and Justin. It's the only one. We're pretty visible. It's got her picture, my picture on there. You can also just check us up on Facebook. I'm Justin Holden. She's Charity Ellison. We live in Swim, Washington. You can also check us out on YouTube. This is where we do all our live streaming. These videos are recorded and left up there for your viewing pleasure. If you can't watch late at night like we're doing, especially if you're on the East Coast, so that's youtube.com/ToneTitanFirm. Also Instagram, Twitter, all those things, Tone Titan Firm. So.
And tomorrow night we're going to be doing a Blitz class here from 7 to 8 p.m. if anyone's interested in coming. We will be recording that as well and live streaming that for those of us that can't make it. But just wear your lanyard, bring your Blitz cards, and for those of you that are at home watching that won't be able to attend because you're not in Squam, Washington, just have some of your Blitz cards and your lanyard handy so that you can kind of follow along with us, and we're just going to be going over some tips and tricks and ways to gain new customers. So.
And to all guests of the video, if a distributor sent you here to watch this, feel free to connect with them if you're interested in becoming a customer or joining their team as a distributor. If you're here because we sent you or you're just randomly finding this and you'd like to join us, head on over to ToneTitanFirm.com. That's our website. You can shop for your products, check out as a loyal customer and get those savings, or you can click on the join button and join our team. Again, if you have any questions, feel free to give us a call, 360-809-0550. Send us an email directly through the website as well. And leave us a like and subscribe.
Yay! Subscribe.
All right, take care.
Take care, guys.